Hi. I was sitting here yesterday and a dingo, coyote, whatever you want to call it, just putzed itself right up to that dead tree. And as I started moving back, it started moving this way. It was very weird. So now I'm sitting closer to see if I'll see it again. If I get eaten, please call for help. Here, let's just chill out for a minute. I hope that's good for you. So when I woke up today, I didn't want to get up. I've been so tired. But I got up, obviously, did my stuff, and while I was washing my face, I spontaneously started crying. I have really very few ideas as to why personally, so I don't think it's completely my own energy. Actually, I know it isn't. It's an echo. So we're gonna sit here together, and since I know what you're feeling, whether you realize it or not, in terms of what, the thing you're feeling, I think it's best that you just relax for a bit. When I had my little minor meltdown, this strange connection to everything, more so than I've ever been connected, for just a split second, I realized a lot of strange things. My skin was sad. The actual skin organ felt sad. And then it was almost as if I saw time progress into the future, and aging progressed, and everything just deteriorated. And then it went backwards. And then it went forwards again. But this time there was love in that person's life, and in my reflection's life. And the skin didn't age. It didn't wrinkle. The body was not ill. Because there was someone else with you. So do me a favor. At some point today, get really comfortable and massage every part of yourself as gently and gracefully as you can. Treat your skin like it's made out of the most precious substance in existence. Like a star died to give you the materials to make that body. And if there's someone in your life you really love and you smile when you think about them and you feel at home listening to their voice, and they feel like they're a part of your family, even though you're angry at them sometimes, you should really let yourself love that person. Because we age, or this species seems to age, because it feels sorrow. And sorrow is a trap. It's a beautiful, bittersweet trap. Don't fall for it. Instead, when you feel such heartbreak, such a longing for someone, to be touched, to touch someone, to share a moment by the beach with someone, to be passionate with someone, when you feel these things, don't ignore them. Cherish them. There is an energy going through you, and it is worthy of being expressed. So take out some coloring books and draw. Touch your body, massage yourself, take a nice hot shower. Go back to the basics. I should make some videos or something called These Things I Know. And it should be, or someone should do it, the basics of life. Before you even get out of the bathroom, the things you should be doing to treat yourself like you're irreplaceable. Stop waiting for someone else to do it. Just do it for yourself. Set that bath, put those candles, cover yourself in rose water. Do whatever the heck you want. Treat yourself like the goddess or god that you are. Because all you're doing otherwise is saying a pitiful story to yourself and to the people around you through your energy, and it's pointlessly heartbreaking. So cut it out. You love someone for a reason, and not the kind of love where it's just so fast, you know? It just makes you feel hyper and alive. No, not that. That's not love. That's a chemical reaction within you that's basically like drinking emotional coffee. Real love, your heart rate, it doesn't speed up. It doesn't slow down. It synchronizes with the person. Don't you get it? Real love doesn't feel good. Real love feels like home. So stop being so victimized by the things you already are worthy of having. You just don't have them because you keep feeling sad about them. In order to have what you are sad about, you have to stop feeling sad about it. So quit it. Do you know, every day when I choose to travel to this place with you, to this dimension, because I'm not from here at all, and your world is very weird to me and very beautiful. And one day I'll tell you every single detail, because really all you'd have to do is ask. I can't lie. Some people are cursed and some people are blessed and others have gifts and others have whatever else. I can't lie. I'm unable to. Because I love you so much, and I know how much it would hurt me if someone lied to me about anything. And if you're feeling sad about something, you need to stop and take a breath and be aware of the sensation that exists behind what you're feeling. So if you're feeling happy, there is something, some being, a point of awareness that is describing to you happiness as a word or a feeling through your body. Okay? You're not that. You're the one that's silently listening to the voice or the emotion or the sensation. I hope you're not hearing voices. If you are, please don't listen to them. Spirit always speaks to you without words and without emotions. It speaks to you through a knowing. Emotions can be manipulated. Thoughts can be implanted and taken. Dreams can be messed with. All of your senses are already messed with. The only truth you have for yourself is the silent inner you. Part of you I see. So stop feeling sad, please. Instead, go do what it is you ideally would prefer to feel. So if you would prefer to feel the physical touch of someone, go and hug yourself. Massage every point of you. It doesn't have to be sexual. Just love your body. Quite literally. Like, things need to become a lot more literal. Do you know when I come here, like I was saying earlier before I got distracted, when I come here, I need to do something different for myself in order to connect with this world everybody else is in. Kind of, remember how I told you about entities and alcohol and water and those things being gates, connectors, like the gooey in between a peanut butter and jelly sandwich that connects everything. Okay? So is marijuana. You're consuming something from another world. When I grew up, where I grew up, there was a story we would be told about never, ever, ever eating food from a place that you're going. Don't eat where it is you're going, or you will be linked to that place. So if you go to the underworld, do not consume the food of the underworld. If you would like to go to the greater worlds, start consuming the food of the greater worlds. What do they eat? Light. What do you have here that's light? Fruits and vegetables. What's in the underworld? Flesh, bone, blood, nature. Where do you think you are? That I have to consume plants and eggs and butter to be able to slide my way here. To tell you that it's time for you to really embrace who you are. And I don't mean wake up. You're already wide awake. You just need to stop squinting spiritually. You know how when you're eating something, after the first 3 or 4 bites, the flavor kind of gets lost and it like becomes a part of you. be aware that you are in a massively magical existence. And you've just gone nose blind to it. It's become so commonplace for you, you don't see it anymore. Your English language, the language of the angels and angles of light, has become English to you. You've lost the literalness of life, the common sense of it. And then you grieve and feel heartbroken. And then your life seems like it's a loop. It is. Because you're supposed to realize what you're supposed to realize right now. That's why everything keeps looping. So can you stop hiding from it, please? Because this place is about to change. For the better. And the rest of us, all the kaleidoscope pieces. You know what I'm talking about. Come home. Come home and let's do this. Stop hiding. Stop distracting yourself. Stop avoiding what you need and what you want and what you desire and the ideal perception you would want to experience. The journey you want to take with someone or for yourself. You know how when we're in high school here, we don't really know what we know now. And now if we think, oh, if I only knew now what I, in high school, I would have owned that place. Love of my life. Could you pretend for a minute that it's 5 years from now? That you've experienced a lot more light and dark. All your pieces came together and you are the most perfect version of yourself. Now yank that version of yourself and put it here. Gracefully or gently, or just do it. It doesn't matter. Now, let it lecture you. Because you really need it. There's so much beauty in this world, and so much beauty in each human face, in each being's face, and they all feel so sad. It would be really nice if all of you could go plant a flower. If you could just stop eating each other for a few days. And remember the basics. When I was younger, there was a story of Adam and Eve. I probably know a different version of it than you do. Actually, I'm 100% certain that I do. In your version, Adam and Eve are punished for eating from a tree that gave them knowledge. And for a while, I couldn't figure out why. And then I was sitting there in this beautiful apartment with the love of my life. A wonderful man. And it came to me, my story that I remember, and the story that you remember are missing each other. You don't know. You think she was punished. No one punished her. You know the underworld version of it. I know the real version of it. In that apartment, I sat there and I saw the entire story play out like a movie in my mind. In my heart. Gaining knowledge makes you grow. Not in a responsible kind of way. In a neurotic way. Knowledge isn't power. You don't need to know how a tree grows, or the blades of grass do what they do, or what is inside you. You don't need to do that. You never did, ever. You're already perfect, and everything you have is fully functional. And it's your imagination and your emotions that put it all together. God wasn't upset. The demiurge, whatever you want to call that being, wasn't upset that she ate from a tree, that she gained knowledge. That being was heartbroken that this child, this daughter of it, would now know all the sorrow, all the pain, everything, and she would analyze it all. The mind would be consumed by every little detail, and who she is would change into someone less than, because she would spend more time now trying to organize and categorize and figure everything out backwards. She already knew everything. You already know everything. You don't need to go eat something to survive. Well, I mean, fruits and berries, all melons and all that. Anything you don't have to kill. Things that are offered to you. Exchange. Codependency. Symbiotic relationships. She wasn't punished for gaining knowledge. Gaining knowledge isn't bad. But you can do so much better by gaining wisdom. And wisdom only comes from the heart. Not from how the leaves of a tree are formed, or how your heartbeat does this or that, or how your eyeballs do this, or how the flesh of an animal tastes. What does all of it matter? I mean, what does it matter? Sure, you want to know how everything works. Great. Now what? You want to fix diseases? You don't need them. You didn't need diseases in the first place. You want to travel to space? You already can. You want to create bridges and travel the world? You don't really need to. You already can. What's the point? And it was set in that garden, not for them, for the other animals. Because everything has a choice. And if you choose to evolve, there are ways to wisdom, and knowledge is a path. And some need to go through pain to find it. And knowledge is pain. And I don't mean the knowledge you gain by the heart knowledge, I'm talking about the pointless knowledge. And you know it. When you're sitting like this, with someone you really care about, really taking in every part of existence, isn't it more important to be kind and full of grace instead of constantly trying to figure something out? Because the gift of a human, one of the many, is that you already know everything. You didn't need to eat anything. You don't need to study about anything. You really already know it. If you would just tune in to the vibration of what it is you want to know, you know it. It becomes a part of you. And then when you try to gain knowledge on that, you're working backwards. You're putting it outside of you to try to figure it out. And that's like looking in the mirror and putting makeup on your reflection instead of your face. Like, what are you doing? So put it all aside and pay attention to what it is you really, really, really care about. Because I can guarantee you it's not in a petri dish, a stove, a bottle. It's nowhere. It's not outside of you. And if you would just put the journey of seeking aside, and accept that you already know it all. You're already perfect. You're already loved. And all you need to do is enjoy your life. And everything you want and want to know will come to you. You will just know. I grew up like that. My teachers, the ones who were in the other place, I was warned about the teachers here. They question every form of knowledge you know. They question how you know it, why you know it, how much you studied to know it, and then they grade you for it. How absurd. I just knew. The ones where I came from, they would ask you the questions. They would sit there and ask you to learn from you, to remind themselves, to pass on the knowledge, to see where you came from and how much you've brought, how much light you brought with you. And then that light was shared across the entire cosmos. Everyone benefited each other. There was no requirement for anything. It would literally blink up right in front of you. How you look at the air and you see those fumes over a puddle of gas in a gas station, that rainbow shimmer. If you can imagine a water ball in front of you with that rainbow shimmer, all lit up in colors, that's what your energy field looks like on the outside of you. Very rainbowy and shimmery and iridescent and watery. It's like liquid light. You make things from that, and then you bring it out of you for others. So you are a universe within a universe within a universe. And while you're in this jigsaw puzzle, this tapestry, you can either keep seeking outwardly, or you can go within, create something, and put it out. Even something as simple as sitting in bed and just rubbing olive oil. Really, really, do you know how great that is for your skin? Oil of olives, the fruit of peace, of sacredness. Rub that on your skin. It'll soak up in less than a minute. It's great for your hair. It's great for everything. Do you know that no one told me that? I knew it before I knew it. I didn't go and study about olive oil to figure that out. When I was little, I saw the bucket in the kitchen, and I just knew. I could taste it, I could smell it, I could feel it. And it was like my skin was telling me. It had me feel what it's like with that on it. So I knew it's good. And then I researched it. And I lost so much time. Time I could have spent walking, laughing. Why do I need to know the chemical composition of something? Why does that even exist? Do you see how pointless it really is? These stories and these methods of deconstructing reality. You already know. Sure, go figure out all the details, every last bit, but could you please have wisdom and love within yourself first? Comprehend that you're in a living existence. Whether you're in the Matrix or not, I don't care. Even the Matrix is living. It's just as alive as you and I. It feels, it processes, it responds. Did you know originally the Matrix meant the mother? Crystals have matrices. The womb is a matrix.